Come to you, Gauri.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ba. Thank you so much for having me here. And I must say that I do appreciate what ITERS is doing in this entire endeavor of spreading mental health awareness, which is so needed today. So,
Thank you so
good
much.
job.
I
Good
think
job.
we are able to do all of this because of all the support that we receive from our co-practitioners and from the fraternity people. So I'm sure
Always.
we can continue doing what we can do the best. So, Gauri, my first question to you is that
Yeah.
why is mental health important as per your understanding?
Why is mental health important? Why is physical health important, Ms. Ba? Simple question, right?
Right.
If physical health is important, why shouldn't mental health be important? Especially considering that mental health impacts your physical health in many, many ways,
Yeah.
right? So if you're mentally not at peace, how can your body be at peace or at ease?
Right. Great.
So,
So yeah, I completely agree. I think it's a vice versa thing, the mind and body connection that we can say.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. They
Lovely.
go together. They go
Absolutely.
together.
They go
You
together.
can't be physically good if you're not mentally good, and you can't be mentally good if you're physically not. I mean, they just go together.
Very well. I think I completely second your thoughts. So, Gauri, my next question to you would be, why do you think it is important to talk about visiting a mental health practitioner?
Okay. So, see, Misbah, in my opinion, times are changing, right? So I'm talking about India. I'm not talking about the rest of the world. I'm talking about India. We are a population of 1.3 billion people. And we have always been a collectivist society where family is our first priority. And we have experienced the joint family system for a very, very, very long time, for centuries. However, since times are changing, that system is breaking, it's disintegrating, and creating nuclear families. Now, one very strong advantage in my mind about joint family was that it provided a support system. You always had some uncle, aunt, cousin, brother, nephew, grandparent, somebody or the other to go and vent out, to go and talk about, who kind of was your friend, philosopher, guide. Now, with that disintegrating, that support not being there, whom do you go to? So, even between spouses, there isn't, I mean, there are times when you can't really talk to your spouse about everything because a lot of things are taboo. There's a lot of tension, undercurrent of tension. You very often feel misunderstood by your spouse. And then your frustrations, spouse's frustrations, all of this impacts the relationship.
Right.
So then whom do you talk to? So why not then, if you get a headache or if you get even a cold, I'm not talking about COVID, but even if you get a regular cold and cough or fever or something, you go to the doctor, right?
Yes.
So why do we not then think of visiting a mental health professional when we are not feeling good about ourselves?
Right.
Why is it such a taboo? Why is it such a stigma, So I think that it is important because a mental health professional, well, you can speak to a friend, but then a friend will give you friendly advice.
Yes.
Whereas a mental health professional is trained
Yes.
to deal with the kind of issues that you would probably, place before him. So he's an expert, he's trained. So why not go to him for all those issues that you have?
I'm sure. Yeah. And they would be able to structurally put it across to you and make you
Absolutely,
go through the
absolutely,
process
absolutely,
as
absolutely.
efficiently as possible.
Absolutely. And there's no, I mean, I really don't understand why there is this stigma attached to it. It's not that you have to be loony to go to a mental health professional.
Very well put, said, Gauri. And I think that though there is a stigma, but now it's the time that we get over it and move
Correct.
on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the thing is, Misbah, we are all humans.
Mhm.
We all have our own challenges. We all have our own upheavals in life. So there are times in life when you are just with your back against the corner, or when you're just overwhelmed with everything happening at one time. It's just a bad phase. So what is so wrong in seeking a little bit of help, which is objective and which is supportive, to just, guide you through that phase?
Yes. So, Gauri, my next question to you is: what are the signs that a person should seek to look for a mental health practitioner's help?
I would say any time that you are emotionally disturbed to an extent where you become dysfunctional, or you are functional, but you're like a robot. You're not really feeling anything. So you're just operating at a very mechanical level. You've kind of lost that mojo, and somehow either you are worried a lot about the future or you are stuck somewhere in the past. All these are signs that you need to talk to somebody. And these are signs that I'm talking about for the general public.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So any of these signs where you don't feel like talking to anybody, perhaps you don't feel pleasure in doing anything, or you're constantly worrying about something, or you have all kinds of, basically you're not at peace mentally and you are emotionally disturbed.
Yes. So, yeah, those are the signs that the person should give give an indication.
Those are the general signs that,
Yeah.
anybody who's experiencing them, it's like a red flag that, okay, perhaps I need to talk to somebody.
Time to see a mental health practitioner. Great. So my last question to you, Gauri, is that what would be the message that you'd like to share with the viewers who are watching us live today?
Uh, Well, we do take care of our bodies. We do take care of our physical health. We eat right. We exercise. We do everything possible. The slightest discomfort to our body, and we run to a medical practitioner. Why cannot we do that when things are not going right here? Why cannot we do that when we are not at peace, when we are not feeling emotionally good, when there's something disturbing us and we can't seem to cope with it? It doesn't mean that just because you can't cope with it all by yourself that you are weak, that you are not strong. These are all myths. All of us need a little bit of support, and the more objective and the more expert and professional and trained that support is, the better. So please do visit a mental health practitioner if you think that you're not really feeling good.
Absolutely. So Gauri, if somebody has to get in touch with you, how do they get connected to you?
Ms. Pa, I have I run a center called Self-Align. So you can look it up, www.selfalign.in, and or you could even look me up on Facebook. I have an Instagram account as well as Facebook post. So you can get in touch with me via Instagram, via my Facebook page, or through my website. And I would like to remind everybody that please join us for this, Mental Health Carnival Marathon, which is being hosted on the 16th of October for a very, very interesting panel discussion, which is going to be on Facebook Live. Please do join and be a part of this wonderful endeavor.
Thank you so much, Gauri, and thank you for being part of this Mental Health Carnival. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much, Misbah. Thank you for the opportunity.